All my things are next to me. Like I've, well, all of it.
Same. I have it like all spread out on
All
the
I had to bring
table.
a chair over here and my bag and all the things. Okay. Welcome
Okay.
back to Double Fiber Diaries. This is podcast episode number 2. We're back for a second time,
Yay. We,
which is so
we
exciting.
didn't just do one. We've actually committed.
We actually committed. We look a little different this time because, as we mentioned in the first podcast episode, Elizabeth is moving to Colorado. I'm staying in Texas. And so we won't be together for the majority of these videos. Every now and then, hopefully, we'll visit the other one,
Every now and
film a
then.
podcast video together. But this is what it's going to look like. And we hope it looks good for y'all. We did as much as we could with editing videos. We are doing this via Zoom because that's free. So
Okay.
we'll stick with the regular format, starting with finished objects or FOs, and you actually have more than I do this time, so you get to go first.
Okay. Well, I will start with the Daft Days cardigan, which was we'll call it a labor of love, or we can say blood, sweat, and tears went into this.
It's gorgeous.
Um, it did turn out very, very pretty, and we'll try to put a picture in.
Yeah,
If
we'll
not,
put
I'll
better
post it on my
pictures. Since our
Instagram,
video quality has gone down, we'll put pictures.
and Ravelry. So this, I think I talked about it last time, but I started this in September of last year, and I do not know how many times I ran out of yarn. It was so the first time I ran out of yarn was a calculation error on my part because I had bought yarn for the Daft Days shawl, which is a fingering weight pattern.
Hmm.
This is DK, and so I didn't like correctly change the yardage needed for this. So the first note I have is if you are very type A like me and you need your stripes to repeat, whatever the mathematical yardage it says you need for them probably isn't correct because I did run out of yarn a second time. Um, so I have a 15 stripe repeat, I think, and I ran out of like the colors one through I want to say four or five first.
Yeah.
Um, so I ended up getting some extra from Kayla, and then I
Yeah, I remember this
got
because
like,
we went through my scraps.
yeah,
I had some of them.
I was like going through your scraps trying to find it. And then I got more of the pumpkin spice latte color, like from a D-stash group because it was just, I ran out a third time of that one.
Oh my gosh.
So I used the Sewrella fall tonals, and like the two warmer color palettes, and I did, I want to like two-ish of each mini skein set. Let's just say two-ish. I don't, and I have scraps, but we'll just say that. Um, the second note I have with this, and I was literally weighing this right before we got
Yes,
on
you
Zoom,
sent me a picture.
and I sent Kayla a picture because this weighs exactly 666 grams, which I think is like the perfect number to sum up my frustration with this, even though it turned out perfectly. Um, to me, this feels very heavy. And so I went back and looked at like the project, because I was like, well, maybe I used more yarn. I am tall, so I tend to lengthen things. I still used like I did the math of how many skeins it thought I should use, and it was the equivalent of about 7 and a quarter or almost 7.5 fingering weight skeins is what it
Yeah.
said you needed for this project. So obviously I didn't use that. So this could be heavier, is what I'm saying.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
the thing that I am having an issue with is the neck is really large.
Yeah.
And it's not even because it was large, it's just because it's so heavy. Um,
Could you add elastic?
that I'm going to add elastic to the neck. So that's on my to-do list. But I also think I need to add like something to the shoulders
Mm.
because they're really, really, really heavy. And so when I put it on, it like just falls off the shoulders.
Yeah.
Um,
You could add elastic to
but
the
I will,
shoulders maybe too.
yeah, I was thinking I might try that. And probably what I'll end up doing is styling it just like a sweater most of the
Mhm.
time, like fully buttoned. When I was trying to take project photos, like look how floppy. So my only other note is I will not be knitting this again. If I were to knit it again, I would only knit it with like a woolen spun yarn. I think I did look
It needs
and
lightweight.
it needs lightweight. Surprisingly, the recommend yarn, it does look woolen spun, but it's not like a high yardage woolen spun.
Interesting.
Because I was thinking, yeah, like it's a DK weight that I want to say is like 260
Yeah.
yards. So it's
So not
definitely
that
like
far off.
more for a DK, but not that far.
Interesting.
Um, but I'm really excited to wear it this fall now that it's
It's
done.
gorgeous. The perfect fall cardigan. But yeah, I do
It
remember you running
is.
out of yarn multiple times to finally get it done.
Yeah.
But hey,
But
it's
I'm
done
so
and the
happy to be
buttons are
done.
on, and all you have to potentially do is add some elastic throughout.
Easy.
Great. That's gonna be so good. Well,
It
my
is.
singular FO for this week are my socks that I talked
It's
about
so
last
cute.
time. These are my Dainty Eyelet socks by SarahWhit Knits, I'm pretty sure is the pattern. So they've got a little picot folded cuff, which is so fun, just made with yarn
That
over
is really
the
cute.
others. And it's got eyelets going all the way down. It's a German short row heel, which I don't do often. I usually, if I'm just like knitting a pair of socks, like off the top of my head, like I just do a heel flap and gusset because that fits better. So I'm excited to see how this fits. But I love these. They're so cute. They're gonna look so good in a pair of white tennis shoes. I think they're gonna look,
So so cute.
I know, with my little midi skirt, a little white sneaker, a little sock. Very cute. This was knit in Plucky knitter, Primo fingering. Um, and like I think it was like peachy or peach or
I think it's peach
I'll put it
something.
below. We are both knitting a project in this right now. You're also doing socks in it. So, but this is my only finished object. I have not finished anything else. And I did double check that because I had a lot of finished things last time, but we did 2 months in one last time.
Yes.
So it's okay to only have one.
Yes.
So I have a lot of whips and a lot of spinning for a tour de fleece to talk about. So
And I did have a lot of things that were almost done. So I'll go into my next finished object. This one still actually need to try on it. Literally just finished drying this morning. It's super humid in Texas right now, so
oh,
stuff
it's
is not drying
disgusting.
fast for me.
But you'll be in
Um,
Colorado soon.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so dry. I finished my rainy day tea from Sari Nordlund, and I am obsessed with it. Granted, I don't know fully how it fits. So I need to
Yeah.
try it often. But I generally really like it. It knit up really fast, and it was just a really enjoyable like process knit with like some fun cabling, but just also
Yeah, the
like
cable detail is like
a
just like it
lot of
adds a
stockinette.
little extra touch to a raglan. It's so
And it
cute.
was so easy to do.
I have yarn for that.
Um,
I have yarn for
I
it.
know you do.
It's
I'm
dark gray too, almost black. So it'll be
it's so
similar.
good. Yeah. I really want to knit one of these in cream now. Um, the yarn I used for this, and I think we talked about this last time because you got to see it in person, but it's the Gloss DK from Knit Picks, and I am obsessed
It looks
with that
so
yarn
good in
now.
person.
For something that's like a superwash merino silk blend, I am still so surprised. Like the stitch definition for the cables, and it also
Mhm.
just has like this really nice subtle halo. Um,
The halo
so
surprised
I
me
will,
the most. The subtle halo.
yeah, same. Like it's not like it has a mohair or something, but it's like it's more than just like a wool.
Hmm.
Um, I'll definitely be knitting with this yarn again.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I even want to just do like I think there's a really good orange, like a burnt orange for like a fall sweater. I think that
Yeah.
would be really pretty and just a really simple cable pattern. Um, and then the only other finished object I have is actively drying because
Yeah.
it's taking so long. But I finished my mom's hot pink vest, the
We can put a
Stockholm vest by
picture in of
Petite
it
Knit,
after it's done drying.
after it's done drying. Or I'll be on Instagram or something if we decide to put this up
Yeah.
before it's done drying, because it might be a process.
That's true. Because it is so humid in Texas right now. So I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll post it on Instagram and they can check there. Or
Yeah.
Ravelry. You'll have finished project photos on
I'll
Ravelry.
have it somewhere. Yeah.
So,
And that was my first project with Cascade 220 Superwash Merino. I
yeah,
realized
I
that I've
love
actually
Superwash
finished and
Merino.
blocked.
It's
Yeah, it's good. So we'll definitely
I
be
have
using
an
that yarn again as well.
sweater out of it. That's really good. And I made a lot of hats out of it too, because it's a good hat.
Yeah, it's such a good yarn.
Great. Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that all? That's both of our FOs. So moving
Yeah,
on to
that's all my
the
finished
book.
objects.
Okay.
Yeah, works in progress.
Yeah, works in progress. I'm not going to talk about as many as I did last time because I haven't worked on all of those since last time. So I'm only going to do the ones that I've worked on in my little bag here. So my Mary Poppins bags of lips. So I'll go first. This is one that we're both working on. Is a new cast on for you since last time. So
It
you know
is a new cast
exactly
on,
what I'm
and
about to talk
technically the
about.
yarn's an acquisition as well.
Yes, that's always fun. So mine, we can see it doesn't look shockingly different, but it's my mini mock neck in Ruby and Roses, soft rose, fingering base in Troika or something like that. I don't really know how to say it, but I finished the back and all the increases, although it rolls up so you can't really see. And I've started one of the fronts. So making progress on this. This is currently my at work knit. So I've been making some progress.
That's such a pretty red
I know,
too.
I love this red. I'm so excited to have
Yeah,
it. It's gonna look so good. But
it'll be so versatile.
so progress on this. Very happy with it.
And then this is my mini mock neck, which I started on, what day did I start?
You started
Was it
like recently.
I think Saturday, and it's now Wednesday. So less than a week. This is like all I've been working on.
I love
Um,
it.
while procrastinating packing for moving. But I started a mini mock neck as well, and this is also a new yarn. It is Serella's classic fingering base in the color Sicily, which is one of their new summer
The
tonals,
Italian collection.
and so good. Like I already want one in La Dolce Vita, which is like their purple. Um,
Have you ordered it? Because I think that they're almost done selling their summer.
no, but I'm going to soon because I
I
do
think they
think
stop in
it's going to be
August.
done. Yeah, it's going to wrap up in August, so I'll be ordering before then. I don't know if I'll knit it like right away, but I want it for
Yeah.
spring, like a purple one. So,
I just
but
collect
I've been
the mock
really
quantity.
enjoying this.
Isn't it so
Just it's
nice? Like the armholes are already done when you're
so
knitting.
nice. Yes, I have mixed feelings about the armholes. I'll see how mine blocks. There's like on both of my armholes, one of the places where you joined is a little less, I mean, it's less neat than it would be like if you picked up. And
Mm-hmm.
then I also, because of how the ribbings knit like with it, it's one directional ribbing versus like if you had picked up and knit, like all the ribbing would be going straight out, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I appreciate the simplicity of it. And like if I knit a mini mock neck again, which I will definitely be knitting more, um, I won't like change how I'm doing it, but I think I prefer picking up still.
Yeah, I think the way it's constructed because you do the edging of the arms,
Yeah.
you do the like front and the back, and so it would be hard to like I guess just pick up and do that section afterwards. The other
Yeah.
thing is like you could see how it is when you're wearing it because oftentimes my arms are down and you never even see that little ribbing detail unless like the rare time I look at
Yeah.
my arm.
And it's not even like I don't like the ribbing detail. It's just
It's not as
I
clean.
think it's a unique ribbing that has its place.
Yeah.
Like I will enjoy it and I don't think it will bother me. But it was just I was like as I was knitting it for the first time, I'm like, how is that gonna work? And then I got there and I'm like, oh, that's how it's gonna
That's
work.
how
It's
it
just not gonna go in a circle like we're
Yep.
used to. Yeah.
Different than what we're used
But
to.
I'm
Agreed.
surprised how fast it knits up
It's
too.
so quick. And then it's just like a big
Yeah.
giant sock in the round for a while. So that's where it gets a
Yeah.
little
Which is
slow.
great.
Once you're in the round, you can slow down a little bit because you got a lot of stitches on fingering weight yarn in the round. But okay.
Yes.
Next, so I have my Maggie cardigan in here, but I'm not going to talk about it because I have not really put any work in on it. Maybe a couple rounds. So this was in our last video. It's a Maggie cardigan. I'm knitting it to be steeked with Knit Picks palette and seal, and it's in the body in the round forever and ever. So I'm not really going to talk about it more than that. So we're going to skip past that and go to the Leela top. This is what I have really been working on, and I am in the round finally. I have to hold this weird because it doesn't have straps yet. So the front and back
Oh,
are
interesting.
attached except in the rounds. I have to hold it up here at the corners where the I-cord will be
Yeah.
in straps. But I've done
But
the
it's
front
knit
and back.
top down.
Yeah, it's top down. So you knit
That's
two.
such an interesting construction.
Yeah, so it's like a back panel, like if I dropped it, it's like a back panel and a front panel. And then you cast on stitches under the arm and join in the round. Hold on, I gotta repick.
Yeah.
And then at the end, or I'll do that after I finish the current ball of yarn I'm on, you go back and you knit I-cord straps to join the two edges. Because like a boat neck.
That's cool.
And so I'm in the round for about an inch, which is nice. I only have a couple rows that'll have to purl with this texture when I'm in the round. So yeah, I'm just knitting in the round. And this is the similar thing where like the armholes are already done.
That's really
Because you
nice.
get an I cord, but you probably won't like this though, because it's the armhole underneath is just your cast on edge of the stitches that you cast on to join.
Oh,
I have not
interesting.
read ahead to see if you finish it in any way.
If you go back and do something to it.
I don't think we do, but
Yeah.
I might be wrong on that. I haven't really read ahead that far, but it
Well,
is
you'll find
really just
out.
like a raw cast on stitch edge, which doesn't bother me, but I know you like
Yeah.
finishing, so you might want something more finished. But yeah,
Yeah. It
so
is a
I'm really
really
loving
pretty
this.
tank and I love the texture.
Love the texture on it. It's so easy, especially even knitting flat. It's still really easy. I'm knitting this on
Yeah.
Kelbourne Woolens Mojave. I don't know the color off the top
Oh,
of my head,
nice.
but I'll look it up and put it in the notes below. And it's a linen cotton blend that I actually really like. I've been enjoying knitting with it this summer, but I am ready to finish the summer knits because fall vibes are coming hard for me right now. So I'm ready to wrap up these tanks that I'm working on. Okay.
Yes, I feel that. I have one more whip. I mean, I have so many things on my needles right now. I just grabbed the two that I have actually worked on since
Mhm.
last time that
That
I
was me.
didn't finish. Yeah. The other one that I did is, or that is maybe your other whip, I don't know, is the Dido Tee.
I have
You
it
started
casted
that.
on, but I'm not working on it right now, so I'm not talking about
Yeah.
it. I have it.
Don't have
It's
it.
somewhere back
Well,
there in my tower.
perfect. So this is the Ditto Tee from Sari Nordlund, and I'm knitting it in Sandus Garn's Sunday in the colorway almond. And so this is my very first project in almond, which I have been obsessed with this color.
It's
Those
such a
twins
good
who knit
color.
are the ones who turned me on to it, and I'm just like I don't even know how many garments I want out of this color because it's just perfect. Um, but I have gotten the back panel done down to the decreases, and then I just need to like knit the rest of the length of the back panel, and then I get to start on the front. So
Yeah. And
this is going to be the next thing I work on.
I'm knitting it in the same yarn as you, but in straw, which is a discontinued colorway, which is like a butter yellow,
That's so sad.
what is it? Like a muted butter yellow specifically.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
good one. I
it is a
remember
good
seeing it
one.
when you got it.
I'm excited about it. But yeah, I haven't been working on it. Like we cast it on together, but then I'm
Yeah,
prioritizing the other thing because it's more of like it can be a transitional piece too for Texas, especially fall. Because Texas fall
especially
is
for
still
Texas. Yeah.
90 degrees. So, it is what it is. But
The
okay,
day before we get to Colorado is going to be 75, I saw.
so
And I
jealous.
was like, why are we missing it by one day?
Oh my gosh. I'm ready for
Yeah,
some.
it's like in the mid 80s right now. I'm just like so ready.
That sounds so nice. That's all the whips I have with me in my little whip bag that I'm actually actively working on. And that you said that's all yours too. So
It's
we
all
can
my whips.
move
Yeah.
along to, do we want to do, I have one sewing thing. Do you want to do that?
I have no sewing things. Do we want to do acquisitions, then spinning, then
Then,
sewing
then spinning, then sewing. Okay.
to
Yeah.
kind of keep the interests together?
Yeah. Let's do
I'm fine with whatever though,
acquisitions.
truly.
Some of my acquisitions are fabric I was just going to show because it's pretty. So we can
You
do
should then.
acquisitions, sewing, and then spinning at the end because I think I have more spinning.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
acquisitions.
you have way more spinning than me.
Yeah.
I have two acquisitions.
I have two acquisitions and then a third sewing one. So we can do the two ones. You
Yeah,
want
do you want to go ahead and start?
Yep. Okay. You got me this for my birthday.
Yes, I
All
did.
my acquisitions are birthday acquisitions because my birthday is the 24th of July. And this is from Sewrella, and this is from their new summer collection that they just launched. And this is Citron from their summer tonals, and this is
Hmm.
a cotton linen fingering weight wool. And I'm so excited. This feels like it's gonna be great for summer. It's gonna be a mini mock neck. I mean, obviously, if we know me, we know I love a mini
Obviously.
mock neck. I'm just gonna have a whole collection of them. So this will be a next summer mini mock neck though, because I am, like I said, we're on fall vibes, but I'm very excited for this. I don't think it's even picking up like the color as well as it should, but
Yeah.
it's
I
gonna be
was really pleasantly surprised by that color when I
it's
got it in
more
the mail
vibrant
because,
than it's picking up
yeah,
for
but it's
sure.
not like neon.
No,
It's like vibrant without being neon, and
I'm glad
it's a
it's not
bright that I
highlight.
would, consider wearing. Let's
Yes.
just put it that
I'm
way.
glad it's not highlighter, but it is a good bright.
Yeah.
So this is my first acquisition.
And you're the one who had the idea to like just create a collection of mini mock necks and all the new Sewrella summer tonals.
Yeah.
And that is literally the only reason I even ordered Sewrella summer tonals and cast on a mini mock neck. So
So good.
I like have this dream of knitting a like Italy mini
Oh.
mock neck collection and then eventually going to Italy and like wearing them there. I think that
And
would be
the
so fun.
Sewrella summer tonals come back every summer, so we can just keep adding to our collection.
Exactly. I am gonna panic buy La Dolce Vita in case like
Yeah.
something crazy happens though.
I have thought about winter
Um,
blues too, but I just haven't bitten the bullet yet. But we'll see
the
if
blues are very you. I did
I
notice that.
know. I
There is
have two blue
time.
things on the needles right now already though, which is why I haven't done it. Maybe
Yeah. And so my first acquisition, which I think you also have, is Sewrella. If you can't tell, we love
we
Sewrella.
love Sewrella.
Um, literally I started knitting because she was doing a Taylor Swift yarn collection and I'm like, I want Taylor Swift yarn and I want to knit
You
things
were
with Taylor
like
Swift yarn
learning to knit and ordered from
and
a
ordering hand-dyed
Sarah
yarn. Yeah.
collection.
Um, but this is actually from it's like a throwback. She brings back once a week colorways. And so this is actually from that original collection. It is actually a color I did order one skein of in the original collection, but it is Reputation on her silk sock base. And I think you can actually see because we are in two different lighting things. It's
We
like a
are.
green pulling black gray.
Yeah, it's a green pull. It's a good representation because it looks gray over here, but green over on yours. And that's a good
And I
representation
would say,
of like
yeah,
of the actual
in
color
person, I
because it's
think
a
it's
green
kind of in
gray.
between the two.
Yeah, it's a green
But
gray.
this is going to be a mini mock neck probably.
Yeah, mini mock neck or I don't know, that's another tank summer top of some kind. I've done a Tulsa tee out of
Mhm.
two skeins of fingering before. Could be a Tulsa tank as well. I'm currently
Yeah.
on a Tulsa tank that I'm not currently knitting on, but it's on my needles. So yeah, and this is on, did we get it on the same base?
I got it on silk sock.
I got it on Silk Sock.
Okay. Yeah.
I love her Silk Sock base. I have a Tulsa tee out of
It's
this. So good, so soft, and so comfy.
yeah. I love how squishy it is.
Yes.
It's just super squishy. Okay. I have one more acquisition
And
of
then I'll do
yarn.
my
Should I
short
do
one.
it? And then
Yeah.
we'll move on to fabric.
Yeah.
And then this is from a pre-order. So this is Woolberry Corgi Caboose.
I love it.
And when I discovered that this was a name, I do not have a corgi, but it is like
I'm
a
obsessed
bucket
with
list dog
corgis.
for me to own.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with corgis. My dog looks like a long-legged, very fluffy corgi with like slightly different ears.
Yeah.
Um, but I needed corgi caboose from her caboose collection, which was all like designed from animal
Mm.
butts inspired colors. I believe I got six skeins of this on Berry Worsted with the thought of it's just going to be like a super simple, probably drop shoulder, like pullover, um, either like an Ozetta pattern or spacing on the name. Is it the weekend pullover from Petite Knit?
Yeah, potentially.
It's some Petite Knit
Very
has a pattern
simple,
that's like
like petite knit drop
this.
shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably what this is going to be.
That's gonna be gorgeous. I'm so excited. Are you gonna pair it with like a mohair or Suri? Just hold it single.
I am torn because so I love this like variegation.
Hmm.
Like it is absolutely stunning. And so I really want to let it shine. There was a petite knit pattern that really spoke to me that wasn't a worsted weight gauge. I want to say it was maybe an Aran or bulky weight gauge because it was a
Yeah.
worsted yarn held with something. And I'm very tempted to hold it with something for that reason.
Yeah.
My only concern is I don't want it to like muddy the colors. But I don't, but it could also make it more wearable by doing that. So I'm kind of on the fence still.
Yeah. You have to swatch and see what will go best.
Yeah. And honestly, after the Daft Days cardigan, I'm kind of like, I want the structure of a silk mohair Surrey type thing
Yeah,
with
it really
this.
helps with structure so much.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So we might just do that. We might just pair it with like
is it one
I
of her
have a
superwash
mohair.
bases or one of her natural bases?
It's a super wash. So
Yes, I
I
have one.
did debate getting one of the natural bases, but I liked the speckling on
Yeah,
the super wash. So
I
we
think I
went
like
super
that.
wash.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, on to fabric. The first thing I got, again, birthday acquisitions. My aunt and my grandma bought me some fabric when we were on a family trip in a fabric store recently. The first one is these 5-inch charm packs of the strawberry collection from
So
Star
cute.
Society. These are so cute. If y'all sew and you have seen the strawberry collection, it's so cute. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna make some quilt out of it someday. And I needed to have it. I love strawberries are one of the few fruits that I actually enjoy and eat just on their own and not in pie form. So I was like, yes, strawberry collection, I need that. And then they had some like custom like fat quarter packs, and these two kind of looked like they went together. So I'm really excited. A lot of them have like birds and flowers. They're blues and oranges, and these are like blues and greens, and this one has cats on it.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I
So
have to
the
have it.
birds, that's actually the collection that I made my quilt from. Just I
Oh,
used the
okay.
oranges and
It's
pinks
Ruby
from
Star.
that
I figured these
collection.
were Ruby Star
Yeah,
Society, but they weren't labeled as that. But I recognize
yeah.
her
No,
now.
it's the
So.
line is bird is the word.
Where's the word? And this one I think is from a different. This one has some birds on it too, so it might be from the same collection, just like slightly different.
Don't think
And
that's bird is the word, but I think it's Ruby Star.
okay, and then this is the little rabbit on this one, and then
It's
some
so
birds. So this is
cute.
another one. I think they are two different collections, but they do coordinate with the blues. So that's why I got them to go together. So I'm very
Yeah,
excited for another project of some kind, quilt or like quilt wall hanging or something.
wall hanging type thing.
And then lastly, I got like 4 yards of this because I want to do maybe this top again. I made this that I'm wearing in a gingham from Joanne, RIP. I think this was in my this one of the finished objects last time in the sewing section. But I saw this, and this is why I was originally even making a purchase, and then those were just like grabs towards the end. Oh my gosh, this chartreuse gingham, and it's like a cotton woven.
So good.
I want to do a
You have
skirt
wanted
for
a
school.
color like that for so long.
I know, I love this color. Obviously, I mean, we have the yarn acquisition. So like whatever I
Oh
make
my
out of this
gosh, they're the
with the
same
skirt
color.
out of this, ah, to die for.
I think
So
you need to do like a set with that and then do the mini mock neck so you have options of like you
okay,
have this matching
a
like
knit
fabric
top,
top,
a
but you also
tee,
have that. Yeah,
whatever I want. So yeah, very excited about this. I love this color. My purse is this color. My wallet is this color. I do have an obsession with this color.
it's a
So
good color.
there is sewing done. Oh, and then we can go right into sewing because that was fabric. I was
Yeah,
acquisitions. This same fabric that I'm currently wearing is the single tier maxi skirt, gathered skirt with pockets that I made
very cute.
out of this same gingham fabric. It is like a full length maxi down to my ankle with a folded hem. I just kind of like used other patterns and pieced it together. And then actually it was so much fabric that I couldn't gather it all with the waistband. So then I had to attach a separate waistband and gather the skirt first to then sew it onto the waistband. It was a
Um,
whole thing because it's that gathered. It is that much fabric. It's so voluminous. I love it so much. Yeah.
you
So
wore that on your recent family trip,
I
right?
did. So there's picture. I don't know if I posted. I think I
So there
posted
might be
a
a
picture.
picture.
I think there's a picture on Instagram. So if you want to see, and I wore
Yeah.
the set, a matching set. So very cute, very fun, and that's my sewing. I just had one thing. Do you have any sewing right now? I
I
don't.
have no
I think you're all
sewing.
packed up. So
My sewing machine's technically still out, but doing anything physical other than knitting has not sounded fun recently.
I mean, you're surrounded by boxes. So
I'm literally surrounded by boxes.
yeah,
You can't see them, but there's a 6 foot box tower to my
yeah.
left. Well, actually, no, I think you can.
You can see them a
Yeah, this
little
is
bit.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boxes. Have fun. I do not, yeah, moving, not envious of
Mm-mm.
that. But you'll be in Colorado with cooler weather soon.
Be in Colorado. It'll be cold. I'll have a fiber studio. It'll be wonderful.
Yes. Okay.
Should we
Um,
do spinning? Speaking of
yeah.
fiber,
Speaking of
I
fiber,
only have one like spin.
okay,
So,
and I'll go through mine pretty quick too. Like I've done a lot, but they don't need to be that detailed. Um,
okay.
I can start, I guess. So I finished my advent that I talked about wanting to do.
Yay.
And so that was spinning up 3 bats in 3 different colors and then plying with all of the mini rollags that changed each day. So the colors of the bats were blue, Um,
Love the blue ones.
love the blue, the green,
Green's good too.
and my least favorite, but still looks good as a set, yellow.
They actually look better together as a set, like here on Zoom than in
Yeah,
the initial picture you had sent.
I
Like
know. I
I actually
think
really
they
like
could
the
be a
yellow, but I'm more
shawl,
of a
like
neutral
a fade
person.
shawl or something, or I could do them something with them separately. But yeah, so I have
Yeah,
skeins, like three full skeins and like three half skeins of these. They're really like they're kind of more woolen spun because it was roll-ags and bats, so they're a little fluffier, which is fun. Not like crazy consistent because I'm not really great with woolen spun yet, but it's still fun to do. But yeah, lots of yarn made from that. This is from Wild Hair Fiber, I think on Etsy. And it was her Lord of the Rings Advent, which is really fun.
I love that. And I love that you finally got into Lord of the Rings.
I know. A new Switch game is coming out. I'm very excited
I
about.
know, it's very exciting. So
So,
this is my Advent, well, half my Advent. I haven't spun the second half. So this is from Little Fiber Co. Yes, it's Little
yeah.
Fiber Co. And it was her patisserie Advent. So they were supposed to be like all pastry, like
Oh.
themed colors. She had like a inspo pick. Um, and I started spinning this one way and then decided I wanted to try like in terms of how I was doing the braids or the like little ounce things.
Hmm.
Decided I want to try another way and now I to the original way. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just spinning I have a EEW Nano, and so I've been spinning like one day and then as much of the next day as I can onto one bobbin, then plying that back on itself, and then just like repeating that process. The way it breaks out though is you can do like two and one for 4 days.
Okay.
So the fourth and the eighth day are going to be like this, the others will be like this.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to do like a fade shawl of some sort.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that'll look good. I love
yeah, and
these.
I was going to try to make it more fadey by like doing each individual one, and then I realized when I was plying these that because you're not like breaking with the days, it actually kind of is more fadey than like
Hmm.
if I was going to do like individual skeins, I
Yeah,
think.
that makes sense.
Yes. It was dyed as like one continuous fade, and I just started spinning it. I mean, there's no wrong way to spin it, but I started spinning it in a different way than I would if I was starting from scratch right now. So,
Yeah, makes sense.
yep.
Okay, so my next ones. This is my favorite my favorite
These are
stain of
so
all
pretty.
time. This is Pinot Noir from Primrose Yarn Co. on Polworth. And this is like the
Hmm.
best spin I've ever done in my life. I spun the singles on my wheel, my Ashford Kiwi 3, and then plied it on my EW6. And I'm obsessed. There are way better pictures on Instagram, and I did some videos on TikTok too of this. Next, I'm doing the
Good.
braids by Fat Cat Knits. This is the first one called Humble Pie, which I love that name.
Mm,
I'm also obsessed with this. It turned out so good. Again, on my
that
will.
looks so good. That
I
is really
know.
consistent.
I need to take pictures and videos of this and put it up because you can't, I mean, the video doesn't do it justice. I did a fractal of this though. This is just split in half, end to end, plied together. This is fractal, so I did one half end to end, and then I did the other half split into thirds and then plied them together. So more practical. Wrong word.
Practical,
More fractal,
practical.
fractal spinning for this, which is what I'm doing with the rest of the braids too, which is what these are back here. So I can go into spin in progress. I need to apply these. So this is
Those
the
look so good
one
and also
half
very consistent.
spun, and then this is the fractal one that's like through in thirds. So you can see the color changes happen more fast versus slower. So I'm applying this today and then moving on to the third one, which is Mint Twist. It's not near me right now to show, but and then I will have another. So I've made a lot of great progress for Tour de Fleece. And
Yeah, you've been spinning a ton.
I've really gone headfirst into Tour de Fleece spinning, and I've been loving it. So I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Do you have
I
anything
think
else?
that's all I have. No.
The next time we film this, you'll be in Colorado.
Next time I'll
I'll,
be in Colorado, we'll have a much more aesthetic background for
yeah,
me.
instead of an empty bookcase and a coffee
Um,
machine, priorities with moving.
yep. And yeah, it'll be nice. I'll probably be very into fall knitting here very soon because
Yeah.
fall's gonna hit a lot sooner
I'm
than I'm
hoping to have all,
used
like most
to.
of these summer tanks on FO list and some new fall cast-ons. I'm knitting a
Yes.
sweater for Christmas because I gave him the yarn last year and told him it would be done by this Christmas. I have yet to start it, so I need to cast
Probably need to
that on.
start that.
That needs to be my first fall cast on, but also
Yeah,
the Dido Tee and other things that I really want to
all
knit.
the things.
So,
Well,
all
thank you
right.
so much for tuning in today, and we'll try to film another one sometime in August, mid to late August,
Yeah,
around our
mid to late
moving and
August. Towards
traveling and all the fun things. And we honestly were so shocked by how many people
Oh my gosh, it's almost
wanted to
150
watch.
people have subscribed and like over 1,000
Yeah,
people watched, and we were like, what?
yeah.
Excuse me?
So thank you all so much for engaging with our content, and we will talk to you soon, hopefully.
Yeah, talk to you soon.